So welcome back guys to another tutorial on Kids Coding Playground. So today we'll be working on a tutorial on how to do the Among Us animation since we had many requests. But before we get started, we would like to share something with everyone. So someone actually tried to copy one of our videos. So the first Among Us video got copied right here. So you just don't, so this person, I think they downloaded it and then re-uploaded it as their own, which is against the YouTube policy. So I do not want any account, and you could get banned. You can get banned after like 3 strikes or something like that. And we do not want anyone to get their YouTube account banned. So just please don't copy anyone's videos at all. So without further ado, let's continue on to the video. I'll hand it over to my dad.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So we'll be working on the Among Us animation story, animated story. So I think we have a lot of requests saying that they want to know how to do the tutorial. So we will kind of teach you guys step by step how to do this, and then we will also upload our Sprite that we can share with you on our Google Drive. You can download and make your own Among Us animation story game. Okay, so let's begin. So for the Among Us animated story, we'll be learning these following concepts in Scratch: variable, loops, broadcast message, custom sprite. You can control the cyan sprite with your key also, and also animation with like player interaction. So basically, like when the story goes on, you're able to control the cyan sprite where you could like do different special move that will take out the crew. So that's what we're going to do on this tutorial. It might be multiple parts, so I think it might take a while. So I'll try to do as much as I can to share with you guys how to do the animation. Okay, all right, let's get started. Okay, so we're here at the project. So as my kid said regarding the copyright in YouTube, make sure you don't copy other people's video and re-upload. You can get in trouble for that. So we do not want to see like getting banned for that. So yeah, please don't take other people's work and then try to upload as your own. So we should not do that. Okay, other than that, let's go on to the game. So what we are going to do is I'm going to share all these sprites with you. We have drawn all these sprites. Some of them I got it online. Some of them we drew. So like the door, we drew that. The Among Us sprite, we did that. The box, we drew that. And then this one, we drew that. And then some other one, we drew the cape, and then these we got from online, and these we had to draw. So there is a lot of different sprite here that we have to make. So it took us a lot of time to make this game. So we do want to share it to you guys so that all the kids can also learn, right? So once you get the sprite that you have with your game, you can make a different story. But for now, we'll try to just go with what we have so far. And then, when you're watching the tutorial, once you get a hang of it, how to do animation, then you can change your story as much as you like. Okay? All right. Before we begin, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. That means a lot to us. And give us a thumbs up and comment on the video below if you have any questions or whatever you like to say. Thanks. Okay. So let me run the game once for you guys to see from the start to begin. I think some of you guys already have seen the video of our game from the first episode, second and third, but at that time it's not completely done. So now it's actually completely done. I've fixed some of the code so that you're not able to perform certain action if you have not waited until the sprite finished talking. So all those things have been fixed. So let me run the game one time for you guys to see. So this is kind of the Among Us like a band, like a Scratch front page that you see before the game begins. So when you start the game, so you get to display this screen for a couple of seconds, and then they go into this. So we added this ability so that the people know how to play the game. So you have control of this cyan sprite. You can move them around with left and right, and then to open door you have to push the up arrow. But since right now you cannot go in the door because you have not taken out the red crew member here. So you can use any of this ability here. You don't have to use one, right? You can use two, whatever it is, it's fine. And also we don't actually disable after you hit the first time. You can actually you cannot kill them anymore, right? But we have not done that, just so that you can play around with this. You can actually hit them more than once. So but you can actually do that if you like, but that will require a little bit more change to the code. But for now we actually don't have that. So if you want to, let's say you want to take him out with the club, you can just hit the 1, right? Or if you want to hit him with a laser, you can hit 2. So anything you like, let's say you hit 2, and you get the laser, and as you can see he kind of died, the crew member here. So at this point you can actually go into the door. You can push the up arrow key and the door will open. That little animation showing the door open and you go in. So here same thing, will show this kind of the ability for like the first 3 stage, and after that we'll take it out. So for here you can do anything you like. You can use 6 as well. So 6 is the hole. So you hit that, then you actually change into this costume here with the bone. Okay, so you can go into the portal, push up. So once you go into the portal, you see another crew member here. He's doing something, he's not really looking at you. So let's say you want to do the Doctor Strange portal number 5. This one, the big portal, is only activated at the end of the game. So actually this one you cannot activate 7. So you can activate 5. If you use 5, then it will open a portal up on his head and then pull him away. So for now we'll use 4. Let's say use a lightsaber here. So that change him into pixelated, and then you can move on to the next stage. So here, let's say it doesn't show anymore. So as you remember, right? You remember all the moves. So number 5 is a portal. Let's try that. So we change number 5. It actually changed the costume for the cyan, and then it kind of make him disappear. Okay. So once you go into here, so this is the first. Initially, we actually have the voting like this, and later on we actually change it. So for right now, we are just going to always pick the gray one because the story is for the gray. Getting kicked out the first time, so we kind of put it as gray, but you can do it randomized on the list. So as you can see, after you finish this, it goes to another kind of cutscene. Then it goes back into the game here, so where you can control the cyan guy again, but you will not be able to do any kind of move here. Like you cannot destroy the other crew member here. So you kind of have to wait until the dialogue is finished, and you cannot really leave the room. So you kind of have to wait. So once the dialogue is finished, then you can leave the room. Okay, so they're kind of trying to figure out who was the bad guy, and then they're like, oh, okay, the science guy say, okay, see you, we're leaving, having a nice time, kind of thing. So when Cyan move out here, you see the Brown was talking to him. So the Cyan cannot attack the Brown yet until he finished talking. Now he can attack. So here, you can smash him with a hook hand, or you can just use the portal to send him away, or you can use the Thanos hand, and then the gauntlet disappear. So here, this hook, you can. So we have the decoration here. You can break. So if you use the hook hand, you can break this decoration. So as you can see, kind of just switch the costume that is broken and fall down. So after that, you can go into the door, pushing up again. So when you go into up, you see the green guy here. He's doing some kind of mix in the costume. So this also we can break later. So cyan, right? So he's telling me he want to see some magic, and he says he's busy. So here you can use the Doctor Strange the move to teleport to move him away. So as you can see, cyan purple kind of pop up here on the top here. So here you can use the hook hand again to kind of smash thing. How you can hear a sound, right? That's in the back, because even though the sprite is not showing, the Hulk hands actually hit him because he's right here. It's not showing. I mean, we can make it in such a way that you cannot kill more than once, but we haven't done that. We might do it when we actually do this game here later on. So now you can actually move in, push the up key. So when you move up key here, there's another cutscene again. That was the episode 3, that when we were doing the Among Us, where the purple saying that is getting out of hand. So he went into the meeting room, right? He pressed the button. So we kind of have that sound, right? And then they call everybody in for a meeting. And then they were just talking, saying that they think the cyan guy is the bad guy. So cyan's is like the orange guy is kind of doesn't really think he's the bad guy. So they were just kind of fighting back and forth. And he's asking him, do you see him? What happened to cyan? They see the body, say no, he kind of moving away. And this guy is kind of chit-chatting with cyan. We got another costume for him, putting the little alien head on him. You can put like a cheese or whatever, it doesn't matter. And then this guy, we just give him a party hat. So they're gonna do the voting. So this time I actually made a change to the voting. I think in the beginning I didn't do it, I just used a list. And then later on, I kind of put more effort into it, making like a kind of like this, similar to like the Among Us voting, right? And then they try to vote and see if they want to kick somebody out. And then this guy, he tell him to vote, and then the orange guy is gonna vote for the purple. So we're gonna get a tie here. So you can still control the cyan guy. You see how you can move him back and forth. And then cyan's gonna talk here. So he say, ha ha, we have a tie. Then this is the kind of like thinking, right? He say he can use the Doctor Strange ability and Hulk ability. Let's just give you a hint that he could smash the table. So the table you can be smashed by Hulk's ability. So you can smash that, and then kind of these guys kind of run away. Here you can cast the final spell, which is 7. So if you push 7, there's a bigger portal that comes up, and then you can suck everything out into the space. So that's what happened. So once they went to the space, you can still control him and he laugh. And then the green guy still at the space, seeing these guys, he got kicked out earlier, right? So and then you see he's laughing at the end. That's it. So that is the end of the animation. So how do we do this? So there's a lot of code here. What we're going to do is I'm going to give you all this code here. So what we trying to do is trying to explain some of the code here. Okay, all right. So I have cleaned up all my code. So there's no more code between each of the sprite here. So if you look into the sprite for cyan, I have different costumes. So we have first costume for him, second costume we have a gun, we just put it on him, and then third costume is a cape. Okay, we drew the cape here, so I just kind of draw a cape and then paint it and then copy it and then paste it on the cyan guy. And then this one is just a costume for the cyan. Okay, and then this one, so the red, so red, when we kill the red or kill anybody, they have the little bone comes out. So when we do the Hulk smash, right? So for those, you actually have to have a matching icon. So here's red dead, right? So there's a pink, so pink dead. So we can use that to switch the icon when the Hulk's actually smashed down, right? There's the orange and whatever, right? These are all the colors here. So ideally any color you can pick and it will still go. But for our story, we kind of use the going from one costume to the next costume. So we'll start with the red, then pink, or yellow, gray, whatever. Okay, so I hope you guys understand that. So if you actually want to make a new costume or something like that, then you can just say right click, just say duplicate. So for here, you can just change it, right? Any color you want. Let's say you want, I don't know, teal. We have teal, right? I don't know what else we don't have. Let's say we want to have this color, or you can even use like 2-color kind of thing, right? Doesn't matter. So what you can do is you can have like this is a lighter color, then you can maybe do a darker color, right? Darker color like this, and the darker color you can color the outside. So this is not dark enough, let's say make it a little more dark. So you see like these, so this is not a good color. So because we're using 2-color, right? So dark is not really helping. So probably use 1 color is better. That's what I used before. It was just 1 color. So I think that will be probably better. Let's try 1 color. So let's color first color, and then you can use a darker color here. And then I should do both of them at the same time. So that's actually another piece here. So you fill the first 2 top ones, so this one and this one. Then you can choose a darker color here, and then you can fill the other part. So you kind of have a reddish orange kind of color, right? So that's how you create the icon. I mean, these guys you can paint them if you want, but I already paint them for you, so you don't really need to paint his eyes or anything. Just paint the body, the first part, and the second part. That's it. So I don't think we have orange here, right? So if you want to paint orange, you can. So let me trash this. So, but if you make sure that you made one of these and you want to make another custom, just copy the other guy and then just color his body, the bottom part, right? The bottom part, and then the stomach part, and leave everything the same. All right. So this is just a bone that I drew. Okay. So I hope you guys understand this part. So the second part is the the door. The door is just a different costume I drew. So this is like the different, like draw the costume and then the layout, just different layer. You can see, right? This is like a layer here. This is a box here. Just kind of bend some shape and put it in, and then use a border, take a border. So this one, I drew one here, then I drew another one here for the door opening, so that you can have a door close, and then you can switch costume for door opening. Okay, so if you guys want to draw something else, you can, right? And then the box, I just drew the box here, right? There's 2 boxes, so just kind of draw it like a cube. This one is the just the like 3 rings. You kind of shoot out like a sonic power or something, doesn't matter. And the table, I just I download the table online, and the button, just put it there. And what I did was I just kind of draw the table, break the table in half, just draw it. So what you do is you can just cut them, right? So let's say you want to do this, and you want to, okay, so the table you can draw like this. So what you can do is you can convert it to a bitmap, and then you can like kind of select the the eraser kind of thing, and you can kind of erase like this, right? So now you have kind of 2 tables. So what you can do is duplicate this guy again, and then you can use the eraser to kind of erase everything else on this side, right? So here you can just kind of erase all that stuff here. Let's see. So we're gonna make it bigger. So we erase all this thing, and then do the same thing for this side, but you're gonna erase this side of the table, right? So, and then you kind of draw your black marker back in. So what you can do is convert back to a vector. This guy convert back to vector, and you can select him, and you can kind of rotate him like this kind of thing, right? And you can get this guy, you can convert back to it's already vector, yeah. Select him, copy, Control C, just move it over here, put him like this, kind of rotate like that or whatever. And then you can just use the black color, just fill him in, like let's say 10 or whatever, just kind of draw it in or something like that. Right, something like that. You see what I'm saying? So something like that, right? So you just draw it in. So it's just trying to make it look like this, something like this. Right. something like what we had as a table. So that will be good enough. All right, got it? Okay. So I accidentally deleted my table, so I have to get it back. So this is the broken table I had. And then this is just some text, nothing here. This is just the, kind of draw it and then kind of reshape it using the reshape to reshape the, the look like a cape, and then just paint the black stuff and then color with red. Okay, and then this is the emergency, same thing, just kind of, you see I have all the, this reshape, and then kind of reshape it and then put another color on top. So that's actually two different colors. So if I kind of duplicate this, you'll see if I move this guy, so you see red, and then you have this color on top, you see that? And then you can move, like let's say this word can go in front, and you have to click on front, so that will go in the front. And these white lines are just, you can just draw like white line here using white 20, just draw a line using the line tool, and then different size. So just for these two, I just draw and then create another one and then just put it on top of it. Okay, so you got that, I think. And then this one, I think this one's a little bit tough. So what you do is you kind of draw a big costume, kind of big. So what you do is you can kind of take the table, put it here, take the cyan guy, right, the cyan sprite here, take him, put it here, and then draw a hand or something like that, to push the button. So that, when you look at him, so if let's say I show this one, so you see how, let me move this guy. This guy is actually in the front. Let me make this guy go away so you can see, right, how. So you go back here, you can see the cyan like this, right, with this guy, right? Imagine here it's not there, right? So something like this. Okay, so next is the spy box. That one is, you just kind of draw the square, squiggly line. And then what you do is you can just kind of cut the sprite from the purple, cut that head, put it in here, okay? Cut that, and then this one, this is just the like a banner kind of thing in the beginning, so that we could show different banner. So this is the first one, what we're saying is the animation, right? And then the second one, we just took a screenshot, put it here, put some text. And then the third one is where, you just put stuff together, just take the background, take one of the background, take the door, put it here, take one of the decor, put it here, take the box guy, put it here, and then just kind of do some editing, right? So you can have a screen like this that you can demonstrate later, in between the scenes, right? And then the decor, you can just have this on top of the box, which drew the box here, right? Just download this online. And then I just made this fall down and then draw some squiggly line on it. Okay, and then this one, the same thing. I think there's another project that they provided some flask. So I just took that and I just kind of dropped them over here, draw the squiggly line on it. So make sure you group, when you're moving object, make sure you group all the object in one place. If you don't group all the object, then when you move it, sometimes these things goes away. So I can show it to you, right? So let's say I did this and I ungroup this, right? So if I ungroup it, I try to move, right? You're gonna move color like this, so which is no good. So make sure that you group all your objects so that you can move them all together. If not, you're gonna miss something like this and it's totally messed up. Okay? So to group the object, just highlight them and then click on the group button here. Okay, so the voting thing, same thing. So what we did, we kind of draw a different sprite. So the first one is kind of like just the plane, so where they have not voted. Then we draw the second one where one person voted, third person voted. So as you can see, it takes a lot of time to do all these kind of animations. Especially animation takes a long time than game, where you have to draw kind of each scenes, right? Kind of like that. and you can put it in. So you get these just the little head that I drew, and then I put them in. So some of the head you cannot just take it from here and put it there because this is thicker. So you see how thick this is, 10, right? So make sure that when you draw this little head, you have to change the size, the outline, you know, maybe instead of 10, I'll group it for you. So instead of 10, you know, draw 5 or something, right? Because if not, then, you know, it's all messed up, it looks ugly. Okay, so this one is just same thing, just draw. I took it from the other custom here, right? This guy took it from here. Then I won't get a background, put it here, and then I draw the little thing circle and then put this little guy here. Okay, and then this is same thing. This is just the ability. Just put them together here, and then just kind of take each item, put it here, and then kind of line them up. Okay, I hope you guys understand how to get all the sprite in if you need to do that, or you have to do any kind of custom sprite. So what we have to do is we are going to have to work on each of these guys. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to start with this one first, the story continues sprite. So the story continues, let me hide this one. So the story continues this one. So what we're going to do is we are going to use the first one first. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the when it's flat click, right? What you want to do is make it go to 0, 0 in the center. Then go here, say make it go to the front layer, so that will cover other stuff in the back. And then say show. What I did was I kind of wait for 4 seconds. You can wait 3 seconds, doesn't matter. So how many seconds you want, kind of wait for 4 seconds. Then I say hi. And from here after that I say broadcast. So what you want to do is you can let the other sprite know that the game begins. So start episode 1. So this is the broadcast I call. So what we're going to do is we're gonna create the variable. Oh, I already have it since I copied the other one. So make sure you create this allow to open door, current among us, dialogue in progress. I will rename this without the space in between. So I think all of them have no space. Dialogue in progress. So all these variable are global variable. Basically, when you make the variable, just leave it as for all sprite. Okay. Enable final spell and then imposter. So these are all the variable we need. We don't need a lot. And then we have a name list. So make a list called name list. So make a list here for all sprite. Call it name list. Okay. Name list. Okay. So we have all the variable done. Okay, so what we're going to do is we have this start episode 1, right? So what we're going to do is we'll go to the backdrop. Here, we're going to do a start when start green flag is click. What we can do is lower music. I have already loaded the video game 2. I think it's actually in the loop somewhere. Video, yeah, so is a video game 2. So video game 2 is here. So in the loop music, so you just load it in here. So once you load it in here, you can just play the music. So you can say control forever, oops, and then you go to sound. Okay, so we'll have this music going on. So what we want to do is we saw the here, right, when the sprite here is start episode 1, right? So what we want to go back to the backdrop. You have to find somewhere that you could always kind of go from one scene to another. So we're going to use the backdrop, since backdrop has different scenes, right? Backdrop 1, 2, 3, 4 different scenes, right? So as you can see, there's different scenes here, right? So we're gonna go with the first one. So when I receive start episode 1, so what you want to do is so switch to backdrop. You say backdrop 1, so that it'll begin the first backdrop. Okay, so test it. So when we run this, right, so it kind of run for 4 seconds. You're gonna switch, it will hide this, and you'll see the first backdrop. So that's kind of what we are right now. So now let's go to our cyan. We can call it a different way. We can just say, you know, when the green flag is clicked, so we want to make the cyan to be able to move, right? But and then you say there's something called a variable, something called dialog in progress. So what we want to do is, you know, we don't want to allow the cyan to do certain move certain time, like when the dialog is in progress. So we have to set it to yes. So for right now, we are going to set it to no. There's no dialog in progress right now, so I'll set it to no. What we want to do is we're going to switch it to custom 1 for now, which is the regular custom of this guy right here. Okay, and then we're going to throw in a forever loop that we can control the sprite for this. And then we need the if statement. Okay, here you have to go sensing, and then there's a key press. So let's say right arrow key press. You want him to point in direction 90, so pointing to the right, and then motion move 10 step. Duplicate this block, put it in the bottom, change this to left arrow, and then you say point to -90, and then move 10 steps. So when you point the direction, then you don't actually have to change it to negative, okay? If you change it to negative, it's going to be incorrect because we're already pointing to that other direction. So, alright, so what we want to do is, let's run the game again. So after the animated story screen goes away, so you see this, right? It's not showing up, so make sure you have the show, okay? So put it in the show after the dialog, after this backdrop, switch to backdrop 1, right? This is controlling the backdrop 1. So what you can do is this. So you say event. So you don't want to show them all the time, right? So you don't want this guy to show up when actually the animation haven't begun yet. So what you do is you can say something like this. When he switched to backdrop 1, I'm going to make him go to front layer, and then I'm gonna put him at some position, doesn't matter. Let's say we put it at this position here, and then we say okay, switch to costume. In case it, you know, it is switched to a different costume, let's just switch it to custom 1 again, just in case, you know, when you're doing testing and all, you can be a different costume, and then you want to test certain thing, you know, you're gonna go back to this backdrop 1, we're switching back to custom 1. So here we have custom 1. So now when we run the game again, so after this goes away, you can see, oh, you have this guy, you kind of can control him left and right. As you can see, the yellow things moving, that's how you know your code is running. Okay, alright. So here after that, we have to call the Among Us sprite. So I think we're gonna finish this red sprite, I mean the Among Us sprite here, the first one, and then we'll stop. Okay, so here you can call the event green flag is click. Okay, let me zoom in. So what you want to do is you say point in direction 90, doesn't matter, I mean wherever you want to face him. Let's say you want to face it to the right, then you point to 90. If you want to face to the left, point to -90. So what we want to do is this. We want to start out with some kind of sprite costume. So let's say, so the current Among Us, we're gonna call it red. So which is the first costume, right? So red is his name. Make sure that matches the name, so we can use that to switch when he's getting hit. He can switch into red dead, right? So make sure that name is matching exactly. Okay. So first we set it to red. Then what we can do is this. Say custom, switch costume, and then you can use the variable. Okay, so that way if this one runs, you will get the red costume. Okay, and then you can say go to front layer, and then we're gonna clear the graphics effect. because when you kill the sprite, right, they turn to pixelated or fish eye. We want to clear that effect every time. Okay, and then you want to hide it at the beginning first. We don't want to show. Same thing where we're switching backdrop, right? This is switching the backdrop of the episode 1 start. What you want to do is same thing like what we had for this guy, right? So let's drag it here and put it here. For now, we're gonna change it up a little bit. So when the backdrop starts, what I want to do is we're gonna move into a different position. Okay, we're gonna put him at -95. And then -99, doesn't matter, 100 doesn't matter, let's make it 100. Okay, and you can put them the other way. I think we had it initially, we had it like this, right? You can turn them around or something. So this one doesn't really matter, you can throw it away also, which doesn't matter, or you can keep it, either way it's fine. So but backdrop one, we're going to turn them around. And now we're going to do the clear graphics effect as well, just in case. And we're going to show. So we already had the costume. We know what the costume is. It's red, right? So let's try it again. So when we start the game, we're going to wait a little bit. We're going to switch the costume. Switch the backdrop here. The backdrop will come back over here and letting these two guys know to appear. So the red will kind of stand there. You cannot control the red. And then you can only control the cyan where you're moving this guy left and right? So just like the animated story we had, the cyan can like hit it with a club or something. So next time we'll work on the attack with the club and all the different things. So for right now, this is what we had so far. I will upload this, all the sprites and all the costumes on our Google Drive. Make sure when you go to the Google Drive, right, you need to download each of the items down, and then you can upload. If you don't know how to do that, let me just show you real quick. So for example, we have the Google Drive here in this video. You can click more, right? So you can go to this, click on this, or open up a new screen like this. You can just right click. Let's say you want to download Power Up or Laser, the tree doesn't matter. So right click, say download. So you don't need to request for any access. So when you download, right, it will come over here like this. Just kind of save it. And then in your game, just go back to your game here. Here you can just say, click on this little cat, say upload. And then you can just, that tree that we just downloaded, I say open. So you have the tree there, you see? That's how you upload and download. I think some kid was confused on how to upload the sprite. You don't actually open any file, the Sprite 3 file, you cannot open that. You either download to your computer, and from here you can use this button, upload sprite. And then from there you can choose the, go to the folder, choose the file and open, okay? Alright, I hope that's not confusing for you guys. Okay, we'll stop right here. We'll see you guys next time. Be sure to like, share and subscribe, and give us a thumbs up on the video if you can. That will really help us. Alright, see you guys next time. Bye bye.